Hello there everybody, Sabana92 aka Nightmare, and welcome back to Higurashi Kai Minagoroshi. In the last episode... Holy fuck. Anya wasn't floating. That was different. Anyway, I fucking called it. I'm slightly pissed off, but I'm happy that my theory was somewhat right. The addition of the mountain hounds suddenly makes so much more sense now. Oh my god. Mio Takano! Okay, I'm good. I waited too long. No, a day and a half was not. I needed to keep going. It's the day after Watanagashi. Oishi shows up at the school. Oishi shows up at the school on this day pretty often. Ironically, he always asks for the key person in that world. He asks for Keiichi in the world where he gets sick. He asks for Rena in the world where she gets sick. In this world... Oh, wait, Rika? In this world, he asks for me.
Did Tomataki die?
Yes. The way he died was very unusual. I think he was hallucinating on drugs or something. He scratched his own throat until he died.
I couldn't stop it.
There's nothing I can do now. I knew this was going to happen. I'm sure Takano is dead too.
Oh, if only!
What about Takano?
I have bad news about her too. She was found burned to death in the mountains of Gifu. Based on the condition of the body, she was choked first and then her body was burned. Either way, this is a tragic story.
I know what you're thinking. You think I know something about their case.
Oh, no. I only have one question. Who would talk about such a scary plane in a crowd of a festival?
You think I'm part of this murder?
I wanted to suspect you, but I don't. If you were part of it, you wouldn't be giving me any hints like you did. I'm sure that you're not involved with the people who killed them.
I'm glad you're not suspicious of me.
He throws a 10-yen coin into the offering box and shakes the bell.
Please let us solve the mystery of Inamizawa this year.
Are you trying to get me involved in your investigation?
I was just talking to Oyashiro-sama.
Oishi knows that people call me the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama. I guess that was a joke.
I want the curse to end too.
That means we both want the same thing.
I made a prediction about where you might find Tomataki's body. Didn't you have a police cruiser patrolling there?
Well, I listened to your prediction and placed a cruiser there. That place where the concrete road and gravels meet. That place is called the border of the village. That area is very dark. It always seemed like something bad could happen over there.
So where'd you find Tomataki's body?
We found him dead by the rice fields near Okinomiya.
That's not where his body is usually found. If he was fated to hallucinate and die, he would die in exactly the same spot whether the cruiser was there or not. Oh, Rika, are you gonna put the pieces together, please? Just because the cruiser was placed there, Tomataki's body was found in a totally different spot. That tells me that the existence of the police cruiser interrupted their fate.
Anyway, there's something else I found very interesting. I told the officers in the police cruiser to check every vehicle that passed by. It turned out that Takano's car headed toward Okinomiya after the festival was over.
Takano lives in Okinomiya. It's not strange for her to head back home after the festival.
However, she was the only one inside the car. Tomataki was not with her.
Tomataki always comes to Hinamizawa on his bicycle.
Then she could have loaded his bike in the trunk and given him a ride. But he was not with her. However, his body was found among the rice fields near Okinomiya, past the police cruiser in Hinamizawa.
So,
There's no way he could have gone through the dark woods to avoid the police cruiser. He somehow took the road without being noticed by the police. Furude-san, can you tell me about the relationship between Toмотaki and Takano?
They're lovers. That's all I know.
I can't believe that Takano would drive back home alone without her boyfriend in the dark. She had Toмотaki inside her trunk, and she tried to leave the body in the woods. Because the cruiser was there, she had no choice but to pass the area, and dump him along the road.
Both Toмотaki and Takano were sent here from Tokyo. I have no idea what their real identities are. I can't say that Takano has no reason to kill Toмотaki. However, I've never thought about that possibility in my life. Takano killing Toмотaki? But why? I can't think of any reason. I have no idea why she would do that, and I can't imagine Takano killing him. It sounds more realistic if Toмотaki strangled her to death because of his passionate feelings toward her.
Oh, I always thought they didn't suit each other. I don't mean anything negative toward Toмотaki-kun, but I thought Takano-san was way too smart for him. Have you heard of any rumors that she was trying to use him or something? Anything, sorry.
No. But I can ask people. I'll let you know if I find out something.
Well, thank you very much. I'm glad that the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama is on my side.
But even the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama couldn't solve this mystery for over 100 years.
But you said Takano was killed too. How can she be the suspect?
Well, if you hadn't leaked me any information, your prophecy, I'm sure I would have just believed that both Takano and Toмотaki were the victims of the fifth curse of Oyashiro-sama. However, the situation is different. I feel like this is a case where someone tried to make the fifth curse of Oyashiro-sama happen.
You mean to say that Takano is the suspect?
I understand what he's trying to say. They're not both victims. He wants to say that the suspect is also pretending to be a victim. I can't believe this. I can't think of any reason why Takano would do something like this. I feel that way because I know her better than Oishi does. But in that case, how can she explain that Takano's body was found? I'm sure the Gifu Police Department identified the body.
Dental records are the best way to identify the child body. Although, according to my forensic guy, they're still not 100% sure. Moreover, there's a contradiction with the estimated time of death. It just didn't make sense.
What do you mean?
Well, the test results show that she was dead before the night of the festival. They investigated thoroughly, but at the time of testing, they already had information about Takano. They knew that Takano was at the festival that night and realized that the test result didn't match. So they just dumped the test result and decided to take the dental records alone. These things do happen every once in a while. However, if Takano really is the suspect, this body might belong to someone else.
Is it possible to do that?
Well, when the body is charred, dental records are the only way to identify it. This almost sounds like a mystery novel. But what if someone faked Takano Mio's dental record? That's possible, isn't it? Anyway, the Gifu Police Department has made up their mind that the body is Takano's. Within the police department, we often have issues with false test results. That's how most false charges are made. I feel like this is another case like that.
So you think Takano is alive?
Well, since last night, both Takano Mio and her vehicle have been missing. If that body found in Gifu is not Takano, this is going to be very interesting.
Okay, so Oishi's already starting to get the suspicions. Good, good. I believe in you, Oishi! Eri knew about the death of Toмотaki and Takano. It seems like both the clinic and the offices in Tokyo were in a panic. It's ironic how they make a big fuss about their own people, although they don't care about other people's lives when it gets to the research. Are we actually in, Eri's mindset, perspective here? I see Takano's worker, Okanogi, in the room. Okanogi! Okanogi is the leader of the Mountain Hounds. I came here to make sure that this guy is... Oh, wait, no, it's still her.
I came here to make sure that this guy is still willing to protect me. Based on past experience, I know that they lose interest in protecting me after Takano dies. Okanogi? Takano is dead, but am I still safe?
Oh god, You know what? I'm gonna give him the Leo voice. Just because it's Okanogi, and I don't trust him. I'm just messing with you.
Don't worry, Rika-san. We're going to continue your protection. You don't have to call the police.
Is that what he means by protection? I guess they were listening to my conversation with Oishi.
And from Oishi.
I heard from Oishi. Is it true that Takano is actually not dead?
That can't be true. The Gifu Police Department made it official. That Detective Oishi is retiring this year. Sometimes he makes up stories because he's desperate about solving the curse of Oyashiro-sama. You shouldn't pay attention to what that guy tells you.
I think he's
right. This year is the last chance for Oishi. Because he's desperate, he has a bad habit of listening to every rumor he hears.
What's your opinion about this case, Okanogi?
Did you almost call me a liar?
No? Okay, maybe.
I can't say anything yet, because they're still investigating. Knowing the relationship of those two, I think it's clear that this is done by someone within the organization.
I look at Eri as I hear him talk. It seems like people are suspicious that he killed them. Eri is trying desperately to prove his innocence. He hangs up the phone. Eri is upset that he's being suspected after working so hard for the organization. Oh, Rika-chan. I'm sorry for making you wait.
It seems like you're in big trouble.
Just as you heard. I'm sure that there's a big conspiracy behind their death. People in Tokyo think that I'm the one who's pulling the strings. This is so upsetting. And I actually feel bad that I used you as my suspect for the thumbnail template now. I'm sorry. I rarely see him emotional like this. He feels like his effort is being repaid with a horrible injustice. However, it's a fact that Eri was rejecting the budget cut and downsizing of the research. Tokyo is thinking that it could be the motive to kill them. Everyone in Tokyo is so suspicious. I understand how scared you are. The people who attacked Takano-san and Tomotaki-san could be after you too. The people in Tokyo are concerned about it too.
We got an order to tighten up your security. Don't worry.
I'm relieved to hear that.
This is the first time the Mountain Hounds tighten up the security for me. They often ignored me after the deaths of Tomotaki and Takano because they became busy watching Eri. Even though they are dead, I'm still in a pretty fortunate situation.
So you have any idea who killed them?
People in Tokyo are investigating now. Based on the situation, it's clear that this was done by someone within the organization. I guess they're suspecting me.
You're the only one who could kill Tomotaki like that.
That's not true. I bet people in Tokyo are talking about the possible use of H173. But that drug was destroyed when the research was cancelled. It's impossible!
However, they have no choice but to suspect you in this case. Besides, Mr. Tomotaki took a vaccine before he came here, but he still got infected.
I think this was an extremely unlikely coincidence. It's just impossible! Eri is usually a very calm person, but once the people in Tokyo start suspecting him, he often loses his mind.
Do you think Takano may be the suspect? She's someone within the organization.
Takano-san? No way! However, Eri thinks that would explain everything if that's the case. But I don't know how to persuade him of that possibility. Get Okanogi out. People want to know the motive. It's not about who did it, but it's about why they did it. It may be not that important to know. After all, you'll never know what that motive unless the suspect talks. It's a waste of time for us to guess about the motives. It's wrong for Iri to assume that Takano is not the suspect just because he doesn't know what her motive is.
Rika-san, you can't say something like that without any proof. She was so nice to you. How can you be suspicious of her?
Okanogi looks at me with a meaningful look as if I'm disrespecting his boss. It's true that Takano is being very nice to me. It might be disrespectful of me to suspect her. However, I still can't trust her all the way yet. Perhaps I have a bad habit, just like Oishi. Am I believing every crazy theory I hear because I'm desperate to get out of this fate? Anyway, we know that something bad is going on around us. We all need to be careful.
Don't worry. We received an order to tighten up your security, too.
Iri smiles wryly. He knows that their protection is actually the same as stalking.
Rika-san, make sure that you don't give up too much information to the police. I think you understand, but you could create a problem if you talk to them about our top secret.
They're trying to tell me that they would have to kill anyone I talk to. This is not the first time they warned me about this. But, what if Takano really is a suspect? That means Okanogi is also dirty.
You dirty gardener!
It makes sense that he doesn't want me to think that Takano is the suspect. If that's really the case, this is horrible. Takano would be my enemy, as well as the mountain hounds. In other words, the whole clinic is the lion's den. Iri is just a researcher in this organization, so he probably wouldn't know what's really going on. The more I think, the more confused I get. Why would Takano do something like this? I thought I just convinced myself that the motive shouldn't be in question, but I can't stop thinking about it. Is Takano really the suspect? Am I going crazy like Oishi because I badly want to solve this mystery?
I don't know, this whole story's almost driven me to the absolute insanity.
Perhaps the mountain hounds are like wolves watching the sheep. I've lived for over 100 years. I never found out who kills me, and I stayed close to the Iri institution so they'd protect me. What if that was a big mistake? Well, I'm sure that Iri has no bad intentions. I saw how genuine he is in many lives. I can trust him. However, he's not really reliable. Okanogi looks at me. He smiles at me and tells me not to worry, but I see an evil intention in his eyes. Perhaps I have Hinamizawa syndrome and this is a hallucination. I can't understand anything. I don't know who my enemies are. I have to stop thinking about this. I have to trust who I know I can trust for sure. There are few people that I can trust for sure. Iri, Oishi, and my friends. If Okanogi is on Takano's side, he will be watching very closely. If they realize that I'm suspicious of Takano, who knows what they'll do to me. When this world started, I thought I had no time left, but that's not true. The past 2 weeks were long and deep. I'm sure I only have a few more days left until the day of my death. What can I do? How can I change this? Am I supposed to take Hanyu's advice and give up this time? I think there are still some things that we can do. Yes, she has been missing since the night of Watanagashi.
Could it be the curse of Oyashiro-sama?
It's freaky that this has happened 5 years in a row now. Hinamizawa is such a small village. Rumors spread fast. But she's Sonozaki Mion. She would have found out about this yesterday even if the police were trying to hide it. My friends are all talking about the mysterious death of Toмотaki and the disappearance of Takano. I think Hinamizawa is a superstitious place. No matter what happens, they conclude that everything is the curse of Oyashiro-sama. I don't care about the incidents of the past. All I'm interested in is the current incident. I'm sure that the suspect of this case will try to kill me, too. 2 days have passed since Watanagashi. Today is Tuesday, June 21st, the 58th year of the Showa era.
At the earliest, I'll get killed on the night of the 22nd. That's tomorrow night. The day of my death is always different. I always end up getting killed, but the day when it happens varies. I guess the suspect has his own reasons for that. I'm sure about one thing. Based on my experience, I'll be alive for sure until tomorrow night. After tomorrow night, I have to live with the fear of getting murdered any moment. But there's no reason for me to be afraid. When I wake up, I'll be in a brand new world again. I can never remember how I was killed. That's why I'm not that afraid of the killing itself. I'm just frustrated that my life is repeating the same things like a broken record. Okay, that I was a little bit curious about that. I cannot remember for the life of me if that was actually explained. Okay, so she doesn't even remember how she gets killed. Okay. That explains quite how she doesn't even know who did it. Okay. But I feel angry. All of my classmates are expecting that their peaceful days are going to continue, but not me. I feel angry and sad. I don't want to die.
It's tomorrow night. Are you ready, Rika?
No way. What makes you think that I am? Hanyu is trying to tell me that I might get killed tomorrow night. I feel like Hanyu already knows that I'm going to get killed tomorrow for sure.
You work so hard. This life's Watanagashi was the best festival I've ever had. I'm sure you felt that way too.
It was fun. It was really fun. Satoko had band-aids all over her face, but everyone was together and we had fun. I want this world to continue forever. I can't accept that this world is going to end tomorrow at the earliest, and within 1 to 2 weeks at the latest.
I'm sure your next life will be fun too.
So this world is going to end now? This is such a happy world. But it's going to be over? All of my friends are together. Keiichi's not feeling isolated, and Rena's family is happy too. Mion and Shion are getting along, as well as Shion and Satoko. The issue of Satoko's uncle is solved, and she's no longer treated harshly by the village. This is the best world ever. This world is going to end.
Rika? You think you're a normal human, but we're actually very special. Every child wants the party to continue forever, but the party always ends. That's why they wish for the fun time to continue forever. But they never cling on to a party that ended. Once they sleep, another day will come for them. Something happy and fun will happen again. No one disappears like Cinderella once the party is over.
What a way for you to describe my view on life.
You're just the same as those children who are crying because they don't want to leave the party. Why would you cry and be so sad? The party is coming again soon. You still hate to go through another death, but it's only like sleeping for a while, isn't it?
Don't you want to see what's there beyond June of the 58th year of Showa?
I would be lying if I said I didn't. However, I'm more concerned about you being consumed by that thought and getting hurt because of it. You just don't understand. Without you, I would have to spend a long time without anyone to talk to. And I'd just have to stare at the festival without ever being part of it. No one would see me. No one could hear me or talk to me either. Do you have any idea how sad and lonely that is? But I finally found you. I can't survive without you. But I can't just die like you either. I would have to live alone until the end of time. I have to be alone until someone like you shows up again. I don't want that. I can't stand that.
Aww. Hanyu.
Rika, please take back that sad promise you made. I don't want you to give up if this world doesn't work out for you.
Hanyu. I'm sorry. I have to think about it for a while. I want to do what I can do until the end. I can decide that when my end is here. If I think that there's still some hope, I can go on with this life. But if I feel desperate about the situation, I can just give up. It might not be a bad thing to repeat June of the 58th year of Showa over and over again. Perhaps I might be blessed with another fortunate life someday. Hanyu smiles in satisfaction when she hears what I said. She thinks that my feelings are starting to tilt toward the way she wants. What's up, Renna? Are you trying to convince Rika-chan to come home with you?
Hey, Keiichi-kun? Don't you think Rika-chan seems to be feeling down?
I don't know. She might still be tired from the dancing ceremony of the festival. Rika-chan is sitting all by herself wearing a sad expression. I said she might still be tired from the festival, but that's not how she looks.
Should be excited since Satoko-chan is free now. But she's been acting weird since yesterday. I wonder if something's going on.
Satoko's case is all settled now. There shouldn't be anything that's troubling her anymore. We thought Satoko and Rika-chan might not be able to live together if they found a new guardian for Satoko. But that problem is almost solved. Either the Sonozaki family or the Kimiyoshi family will become her guardian. That's good. Rika-chan's guardian is also Kimiyoshi-san. If the Sonozaki family gets the custody, Satoko will officially become Shion's little sister. Aww. Anyway, I have no idea why Rika-chan is acting so upset. I think we should ask her what's going on.
I don't want her to think that we're insensitive. But I guess you can ask her, I guess.
So you're saying that it's okay for me to be insensitive? Renna smiles and sticks her tongue out at me.
Damn it.
I walk up to her and talk to Rika-chan. Perhaps something is still troubling Satoko and we just don't know about it. If that's the case, we need to help her. You don't look so good. Is anything going on?
Oh, Keiichi.
She was daydreaming, and it took her a while to realize that I'm talking to her.
Do I look upset or something?
Kind of. Is something the matter? It takes her a while to answer. A long silence means yes.
Keiichi, there's a poem that I want you to listen to. Don't ask me who wrote that poem. I just want you to know what you think after you hear it.
Alright, let me hear it. She closes her eyes and recites a short poem. It goes like this. Everyone has a right to be happy, yet it's so hard to acquire. Everyone has a right to be happy, yet it's so hard to promise. I have a right to be happy, yet it's so hard to compromise. That's a pretty difficult poem. Did you write that one? Ooh. It's music. Oh, I'm not supposed to ask that, huh?
No, you're not. What do you think after hearing the poem?
Everyone has a right to be happy, yet it's so hard to acquire. Well, I understand that. Everyone does have a right to be happy, but that doesn't mean that everyone can acquire the happiness. Everyone has a right to be happy, yet it's so hard to promise. This is kind of difficult to understand, but I guess the promise of happiness is one of the phases to acquiring happiness. Everyone has a right to work hard for their happiness, but it's not that easy to be happy. I have a right to be happy, yet it's so hard to compromise. I guess she's trying to talk about compromising the happiness. There's no limit to the desire of happiness. You can never stop wanting something. That's why people need to make a compromise on their happiness. At least, that's how I understand. It sounds positive if she's trying to say that we should be satisfied with what we have, but there's also a negative image to those words. I think this poem is reflecting the writer's emotion.
I think so too. So, what did you think?
She won't admit.
but I'm sure Rika-chan is the one who made this poem, and it's reflecting how she's feeling right now. I'm not that smart, but I can still understand that. God, it was a sad poem.
Sad?
I understand the first two lines. Everyone has a right to be happy, but not everyone can be happy that easily. I think those lines are describing the hard part of our lives. But the last line was different. Making compromises is the same thing as giving up. The writer of this poem is giving up on trying to be happy and is trying to accept the reality.
Trying to accept the reality?
She's not happy about it either. Everyone can become happy with effort, but she thinks she can't. The poem reflects her hopelessness. It's so sad.
And Keiichi, what do you think she should do?
She shouldn't give up.
You shouldn't give up?
The writer of this poem already knows how she can be happy. It's something that she deserves. She's been thinking about how to become happy all the time. If she really wants to be happy, she shouldn't give up. Remember, we overcame a desperate situation in only a few days. If we all work together, we can make a miracle happen. You saw it with your own eyes, didn't you? What's troubling you? Talk to me.
There's something I want to talk to all of you about. But if I do that, you won't be able to stay in this village anymore. My happiness is to see what's beyond June of the 58th year of Showa, together with you guys. It doesn't mean anything if I live beyond this June without you.
We won't be able to stay in Hinamizawa anymore? Why is that?
They will kill you if they find out that I talk to you. That's why I can't talk.
What do you mean they'll kill us? Are you being threatened by someone? The word kill is not something that we should use casually. I'm shocked to hear it coming out from her mouth. That's why I can't help raising my voice. I don't know who's the enemy and who's not. Oh,
I don't know who's the enemy and who's not. The only thing I know for sure is that someone is going to kill me.
wait, Rika-chan. Talk to me. What the hell is going on? Is Tepai threatening her? No, that isn't possible. The police arrested him, and the Sonozaki family told him not to come back to the village. The police arrested her! Congratulations, Tepai is now a fugly woman! There's no way he could contact Rika-chan to threaten her. And even if that somehow was the case, Rika-chan could talk to Mion and everything would be taken care of. But based on her expression, it seems like this is way deeper than that.
I'm sorry. If I talk to you, you'll be dragged into this. If I lose you, I have no reason to survive. I just can't talk to you about this. I'm not going to compromise my happiness.
I don't understand what you're trying to say, but you sound just like Satoko a few days ago.
Like Satoko?
Yeah. You think it's better to be patient. You forgot the courage to fight. It sounds like that. I thought you were the one who told Satoko to be brave over the phone. My words hurt Rika-chan's feelings. She clenches her lips and stays quiet for a while.
If I talk to you, you might get killed too.
I don't want to be killed, but if we don't do anything, you're going to get killed, right? We don't want a future without you either, Rika-chan.
What?
You said you don't want to lose us, but we don't want to lose you either. I welcome the turbulence. Besides, you know how powerful we can be together. I'm sure we can solve anything if we all get together.
Not even our combined strength can solve this problem.
You don't want to talk to us because you don't want to drag us into it, right? So, you're trying to say that you want to die without talking to us?
I guess that's what I'm saying.
Don't think that being patient is the same as being brave. Remember the courage to fight. Talk to me anytime, once you organize your feelings. We'll help you. You can count on us.
Thank you.
Her face looks sad. It's as if she appreciates my sympathy. I don't know why, but Rika-chan is troubled by something. It's a matter of survival for her. She can't even talk to us about it. She won't talk to me.
How was it, Cage-kun?
Is Rika-chan troubled by something? That doesn't happen very often.
Satoko. This is going to sound strange, but is there any chance that someone is trying to take Rika-chan's life away?
What? What the heck are you saying?
Rika-chama is the symbol of this village. People worship her. No one is trying to kill her. What is it? What are you guys talking about?
The more I talk to my friends, the stranger it seems that someone is trying to kill Rika-chan. Everyone is even more confused than I am. Rika-chan didn't talk to me about what's troubling her, but I'm sure there's something very serious going on with her. If she trusts us, I'm sure she will talk to us soon. Let's believe everything she tells us if she opens her heart. Okay? We all look at each other and nod. Good. Oh, don't fucking end it there! Alright. Well, considering I kind of had a long day, this seems like a pretty good place to end this episode. Discolored Notebook 2 and 3. Interesting. Okay. The Son of God promised that he would revive in 3 days. Sinful men guarded the grave to make sure he would not wake up, but that was foolish. He meant that his spirit and his lessons would revive, not his physical shell. Do not be afraid of physical death. If you make a great achievement, you will live again. You will surpass death and become immortal. A demon took the Son of God to the cliff and told him to jump off. He claimed that if he was really a son of God, a miracle would help him survive. He tried to challenge the Lord. The Lord challenges humans, but humans may not challenge the Lord. The challenge is to suspect. Suspicion will speak words of evil into your ears and it will take you down. Do not doubt your own achievement. Do not doubt your own life. Do not doubt your contribution. Do not let others criticize your achievement. That is the same as doubting your own life. Ifumi T. Huh. Okay, first off, I don't even recognize what this musical piece is. Second, Ifumi T. E. I don't think that can refer to Takano. No, that can't. No, not that one. Can't really. Ifumi E. Alright, it looks like we're getting close to what I can only assume is the end of this one. I'm sorry that I'm probably ending this prematurely, but I don't really have the time. Okay, let's see. Rika is really stuck between a rock and a hard place at this point. She has the Mountain Hounds, who are arguably the culprits, alongside Takano. Even... the only hope that I could think of would be getting the entire village back, again, banding together again. But I'm not sure that's going to work out very well. Actually, funnily enough, not so much funnily, now that I know that, the Mountain Hounds and Takano, they are clearly involved. What does that make of the Hinamizawa disaster? I will admit this music right here is actually getting me in the mood to really just sit down and try to gather my thoughts and think. Okay. With this, we basically almost kind of confirmed that Takano is the culprit in this sense. For right now, at least. That would actually explain how they're able to get away with, you know, killing Tomataki. That pretty much clarifies that. What? Damn it! Damn you, Okanogi!
Why must you always ruin everything?
Ah, fuck it. Okanogi is here. He's automatically improving everything. Okay. It seems like Oishi is starting to get the possible picture. And it's not just him, you know, there's not, he's only going to retire soon, so he's coming up with crazy ideas. No, I'm going to believe in Oishi's, you know, intellect. He's not stupid. But it looks like Rika is starting to slightly get the picture. If she only makes that one jump in logic in thinking that Takano is the culprit, I think she would be able to... Oh shit. This is a bit of a problem. Oh boy. Now the only problem is getting Takano out of hiding so we can corner her. And get her to confess and all that. That's the only problem. No, that's actually one of the minor problems. The big problem is the Mountain Hounds themselves. Because this is clearly an organization, so we're dealing with some serious shit right here. And it's clearly a criminal organization. That's pretty much what they are. Which automatically has me worried for the state of Hinamizawa. Because if that's the case, it's a possibility that the Mountain Hounds could have easily orchestrated the Hinamizawa disaster and then covered it up. That's a possibility, I think. But interesting, they were the one, Hinamizawa syndrome, or H173, I think? Chemical warfare. Huh. Alright guys, before I start mumbling to myself and just kind of you know, having mild strokes mid-sentence, I'm going to end it here. So if you guys like this, be sure to let me know. I will apologize for the length of the video, but oh well. Also, seriously, what is the name of this theme? Because I am just, like, getting into some serious detective vibes right now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hello there everybody, Sabato92 here, and if you like this video, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And hey, if you guys like my content, then maybe you'd like to check out another channel who I think deserves equal attention. So click that nightmare emblem and check out that channel, or go to the links in the description down below. Once again, thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.